Hello friends and family from Universal Orlando Resort. I am so excited to be here. There are lots of HHN 32 happenings here at Universal. All types of different things going up across the parks. The speculation map is out and there's houses that are confirmed. We're going to take an entire walk through Universal, show you guys the potential scare zones, the new things happening here at Universal with Halloween Horror Nights, and also the newest merchandise offerings that they have to offer for HHN. And we do also have a reservation at Finnegan's at the end. Again, I'm excited to be here, show you guys the full tour of all of the newest HHN happenings. But before we get started, if you would subscribe and click the bell notification so you're aware of future uploads and live streams, we would greatly appreciate it. Such a beautiful view here at Universal City Walk. Look at this. They have some of the boats coming across the waterway to bring some of the park guests from the resorts over here to City Walk. And it is seriously just picturesque, beautiful outside today. Check out the Universal Globe and the awesome archway for Universal Studios Florida. And I do want to point out, now that things are really ramping up with Halloween Horror Nights, I would definitely expect weekly updates because there's going to be lots and lots of new happenings here around the park. Looks like a nice little addition here to Universal City Walk. They do have like the Photo Pass team members here where you can get your photo right in front of the Universal Globe. That is definitely a cool new addition here to City Walk. I did want to take a moment to show the front archway for Universal Studios Florida. Of course, not just yet. There aren't any Halloween Horror Night happenings, but however, the medallion will be up before you know it, and all of the awesome banners for HHN 32. It looks incredible today, though. I'll take it as is. And like I was saying, the speculation map was currently out and some of the houses have been announced. So I do want to go over the speculation map with everybody real quick, and then we'll head on into the park and check out all of the newest updates. Okay, so I just pulled the map up on my phone. For the haunted houses, they're showing potentially Bigfoot Summer Camp, The Exorcist, Cult of the Blood Moon, Stranger Things 4 has been announced, so that will definitely be a house this year. Dueling Dragons, Chucky has also been announced. Definitely really excited for Chucky. Let's see what else we have here. Oddfellows Carnival, Origin Tales, and then they have Snow Snatched with the Devil. That sounds really interesting. The Last of Us also announced. I'm really excited for that house. And potentially Monsters, The Hunchback. That sounds really interesting. So the houses that have been announced so far are Stranger Things 4. I am pumped for that with Vecna. That is going to be incredible. Last of Us, such a good show. That house is going to be awesome. And Chucky is returning this year. So we have 3 houses that we definitely know of. Also, some of the potential scare zones for this year are Carnival of Oddities, Vamp 69, Siren Shipwreck. That sounds really interesting. Mutated Plants, Animal Hybrids, and then Asian Demons and Dark Zodiac. I do think that's enough of the speculation map business. I do want to head in Universal Studios and give you guys the full tour of all of the Halloween Horror Night happenings. Like I was saying, there is lots of stuff going on inside the park right now. Now that we've officially made our way inside of the park, look at how it's not too busy at all today. I did want to point that out. We have the new Minions attraction over here, VillainCon, but I do want to head over to the Hollywood section because right off the bat there are HHN updates. Literally as soon as you get into the park, here's the new Universal store, and I do love the facade on there with the Minions, Felix the Cat. Look at this. You have Shrek, but there's the temporary lighting and scaffolding here for Halloween Horror Nights. Literally as soon as you come into the side, they do have 2 of these fixtures, and again, it's really cool to see some HHN updates as soon as you do come in, and they do have some lighting up there on top of the new store as well. Halloween Horror Nights is definitely one of my favorite times of the year here at Universal Studios. I love doing these types of update videos, showing you guys all of the newest happenings. And right off the bat, there's even more temporary lighting. If you guys look up here by the palm trees, lots and lots of HHN lighting. And it doesn't look too busy over here in the Hollywood section today. Very, very surprising, but it does look like there's going to be more Halloween Horror Night items and things happening literally all throughout this Hollywood section. If you guys came to Halloween Horror Night 31 last year, the Hollywood section was really, really awesome. Such a little fun, like little scare zone walkthrough that they had. I loved the two twin sisters that would come out and dance. Like, that was really fun. So I'm really curious to see what's going to be over here this year. Okay, so right over here by the stop and go sign that they have in the Hollywood section by the Brown Derby, they do have even more Halloween Horror Night updates. Again, this big pylon here with this huge temporary scaffolding. This is definitely going to be a nice big archway or some type of happening like that to head into Hollywood. Yep, this is the first bit of real big Halloween Horror Night. As you can tell walking through Hollywood, definitely lots of Halloween Horror Night lighting on tops of literally just about every building over here. Look at it all. It's literally popping up on just about every single building. It's on top of Schwab's Pharmacy over here and up there as well. I think we do want to head over to the Five and Dime though, because there's a new merchandise reveal for HHN. And look at this, you got Homer Simpson. Oh, that is so cool. You got some of the Simpsons out here doing a little character meet and greet. But yeah, the Five and Dime does have some really awesome HHN merchandise. There's a little A-frame over here with Vecna from Stranger Things 4 that I want to show you. Let's get a closer look over here of Vecna. I love this. You gotta love it. Stranger Things 4, look at this. That is so cool with Vecna. Look at his eyes there. Okay, so as soon as you come into the Five and Dime, you're greeted by some awesome HHN 23 merchandise. Like, check this out for Stranger Things. That is a really cool sign, but they do have some really nice trucker hats here. These are $30 a piece, but look at the red on the back. It's a snapback, I should say. Stranger Things is embroidered on there. Like, that is a really cool offering. And then right over here, they do have a really nice Stranger Things 4 hat. Look at the huge graphic of Vecna. I don't know if you can see it, but his eye actually looks like it's like a little bit watery. It says Stranger Things 4 there. They are, let's see here, they are $33 a piece for the t-shirts, and it does say Halloween Horror Nights 2023 on the sleeve. So definitely really nice attention to detail. And I do want to show some of the happenings here on the backside. Here's a really nice coffee mug. It says "See You in the Fog." I like how it's blue on the inside. Has a really huge handle. It says Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2023. They are $16, but they do have a couple other happenings here for Halloween Horror Nights. Yet another trucker hat. Look at this one again, "See You in the Fog," it says, with that really nice blue color. They are $30 a piece. And then right next door, they do have a bunch of refrigerator magnets with the whole "See You in the Fog" logo. These are actually really heavy, $9 a piece. And it's always kind of like Halloween Horror Nights here at the Five and Dime. You have some really awesome photo ops. Look at this. You have the Bride of Frankenstein literally right in front of this like wagon hearse, which is really awesome. Like, they are exact scale to like the movies. And then over here, look at this. You have the Wolfman with his teeth sticking out, like all of his claws. Like, that is really awesome. And then over here, they do also have Frankenstein's monster. And of course, we can't forget Dracula up here. Look at Dracula with his claws on his hands and his fangs, and his eyes are just incredible. Such great photo ops that they have in the Five and Dime. You can even purchase some really nice Universal Classic Monsters merchandise, like this t-shirt here from The Mummy. It has like the retro Universal Studios logo, $27. It says a Universal picture on the top. They do also have the Bride of Frankenstein down here, which is another really great offering. Look at this one here, the original horror show. You got Frankenstein's monster. They have so many awesome offerings though. This one here features Dracula. And again, I love the graphics on these. You have Wolfman right over there, and then the creature from the Black Lagoon, which is really nice because they do have matching plushies for all of the classic monsters. These are $17 a piece. There's the Bride of Frankenstein. They have Wolfman right there, and then Dracula. And these prints that they have are actually really nice for $15. I love how the creature of the Black Lagoon looks right there. That is really neat. They do have Wolfman right underneath as the mummy one. They have Dracula right over there, and then Frankenstein's monster. There is definitely some really nice Halloween Horror Nights merchandise already for 2023, but I also did want to point out right behind us is the Jurassic Park tribute store for the 30th anniversary, and Universal has kind of hinted that this tribute store is going to stick around for a little while. We're making our way towards Central Park Crepes in Central Park here at Universal. Look at this. There are even more Halloween Horror Nights temporary structures with lighting starting to be added. You can actually see the cord that goes up to the top of the building right there, and there's even more temporary lighting up there in the corner of the building. Right now I'm actually over here at the lagoon area. I'm really hoping that we get another water show this year for Halloween Horror Nights 32. Really exciting times here at the parks with Halloween Horror Night happenings going on. I haven't heard any official word, but like I was saying, hopefully we get some HHN happenings. They do some really great shows here on the water. That being said, let's actually backtrack a little bit, head towards Central Park Crepes, because there is a new Halloween Horror Night structure, and it is really cool. Okay, so right now we're outside of Cafe La Bamba, and I did want to point out the Halloween Horror Night happenings. There is this huge temporary tower with lots of like strobe lighting on the top there and some mesh netting surrounding it, and it does have a little base here at the bottom, so this is some good signage for Halloween Horror Night happenings right off the bat. But check this structure that they have over here. This was literally put up like overnight. I do want to come around the side here. You can tell where there's some steps, so there's definitely going to be some scare actors coming up here, hanging out on the stage. And I do like how this is like some faux brick. I love how this is painted. That is really, really interesting. But this is a huge set piece right over here for Halloween Horror Nights. I do want to continue my way to the back side of this just to see what's going on, and there is this little ledge here, so I would suggest there's probably going to be a scare actor hanging out on the back side here, completely surrounding the entire frame of this thing. But that is so huge. And then right across the way they do have even more Halloween Horror Night structures. Again, this is a very, very tall one with that same type of faux brickwork. I love the neon color on there. This little tower, though, I shouldn't even say little, is definitely very, very tall. And there's more lighting over here for Halloween Horror Nights with the mesh netting around it. Yeah, this is really cool. As I'm walking down the fence line here, I'm noticing even more Halloween Horror Night happenings. Check out the crazy cool, like bended, twisted, like frame that they have over here. I don't think I've seen anything like this since we moved to Florida for Halloween Horror Nights. Again, this has a huge base at the bottom right there, and then it starts twisting here at the bottom of the base. I wonder what's going to be happening. Maybe some type of archway. It only looks maybe like it's a quarter away completed, but that is definitely really interesting. I always love to see this whole area though transformed into Halloween Horror Nights. I love like when they put pumpkins in the trees and it starts turning to nighttime. Definitely adds some extra character to this area. But they have these sculptures over here literally everywhere. These temporary framing with all the lighting fixtures. And again, these are definitely very, very tall rigs. And another thing I am noticing, they have also added some of the sound here for HHN. They got these huge speakers kind of scattered throughout the area. They must have just put these in not too long ago. I'm assuming this work zone outside of SpongeBob SquarePants doesn't have anything to do with Halloween Horror Nights, but I was literally just at the park yesterday and there was nothing going on. It looks like they're tearing up like a lot of stuff. Let's see if we can get a little peek-see. Yeah, they are starting to tear up some of the ground there. They have some pavers and different bricks that they're adding to the area. And I do want to point out over there in the area of the ET Adventure Ride, if you take notice, I'll get you guys zoomed in. They are putting in some framing for some of the new rides and attractions going on into the new DreamWorks section. And right before you enter the Simpsons land of Springfield, it does look like even more Halloween Horror Night lighting and structures. It's actually over here by the little misting fans that they have. Yep, even more HHN happenings. Definitely drop a comment in the comment section though, which house you're most excited for so far. Stranger Things 4, The Last of Us, or Chucky. Definitely Stranger Things 4, but The Last of Us is definitely a very, very close first. The next stop on our HHN 32 update video here definitely has to do with the old Fear Factor Live location. I'm not noticing any banners here for Halloween Horror Nights, but there are temporary lighting structures right at the top where this used to say Old Fear Factor Live. Like, this is really, really awesome. So over here actually is expected to return as Halloween Nightmare Fuel, one of the awesome shows for Halloween Horror Nights. Again, this is the whole set and stage where Fear Factor Live used to be, and now every year they've been having Halloween Nightmare Fuel for the past few years. If you haven't seen it before, it's like a really good mixture of like fire, there's pyrotechnics, some really good music and dancing. It is definitely a little bit risky for the younger crowd, but it's a really awesome show, and it's returning this year for Halloween Horror Nights 32. I do want to check those, see if we can notice any new lighting or anything happening. Okay, so this is actually where you enter over here for Halloween Nightmare Fuel, and then you'll take your way over to the stage area, and all of the seating is right up here. I'm not really noticing too much in terms of new lighting, but they do have a lot of newer lighting that's over here on this top rail. If you notice, like the black cords there and the black lighting that they have up there, that is definitely relatively new here to this area, but I am really excited for Halloween Nightmare Fuel. And as we make our way a little bit closer to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and Diagon Alley, right over here is the restroom area, but they do have even more temporary lighting rigs here and the lighting attached. And if you do notice, like, you'll never find like any Halloween Horror Night happenings in the Wizarding World, so it'll always kind of like teeter on the border. Like over here there's even more lighting, but you're never going to find anything in the Wizarding World or the area in front of the Wizarding World. But the structures like you see right here is basically always like phase one for HHN. Really cool to see the kickoff of the haunt season at Universal Studios, but they do have a bunch of these in this whole area over here. As you can notice, as we're walking past the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and heading towards King's Cross Station, you're going to notice yet even more HHN lighting. Again, it's always right on the border here at the signage for King's Cross, and it's going to be over here, even more structures for Halloween Horror Nights over in San Francisco. Okay, so right outside of Salty's sketches that they have, where you can get some really cool caricatures made, they have this huge archway, again with that base there. They haven't added any lighting to this, but this is definitely a very, very big HHN structure. And I do want to point out, as you continue your way back here, there is lots of happenings with these like pylons and different things. And right back here towards the Twirl and Hurl in the Simpsons land, they have even more Halloween Horror Night happenings back here. So I do want to come onto the pier and see what's going on back here as well. This looks like to be some type of really nice photo op or something. They do have this area completely framed out. Yeah, that is definitely something to do with Halloween Horror Nights. And then down here, it does look like there's more happenings. I'm not used to seeing anything back here, but yeah, there are more temporary structures all the way back here actually. Next up, let's take a walk through San Francisco. I always feel like the Central Park area in San Francisco always progress the fastest I should say, with HHN. You can see even more of the lighting structures, the lights and temporary things are all over this entire area on top of the buildings. They do have more sculptures with lighting and sound all over the place. Yeah, it is definitely really picking up here for Halloween Horror Nights in San Francisco. All of the buildings, again, with the lights, and then the all of the lights up there and the temporary sound stages, lots of things going on. And then right over here towards the exit, a Fast and Furious Supercharged. Yeah, they're starting to get a little scare zone happening over here. Some of my favorite things when I really get excited for Halloween Horror Nights is like doing these update videos, and we start seeing some of the different stages that they have set up around the park. Always a really awesome thing. And when the food booths start showing up. We haven't seen any food booths, however, over by the old location for the tribute store, I do believe there's a stage over there, so I do want to head over there next. And if you are coming to Halloween Horror Nights, don't forget to stop into Louie's restaurant. They have pizza fries and they are absolutely delicious. One of my favorite snacks for Halloween Horror Nights. As we're making our way a little bit closer here towards Revenge of the Mummy, I do also want to point out all of the lighting on top of the buildings that are already set up for Halloween Horror Nights. Look at this, they're up here, they're over there, and over here on this corner. Lots and lots of HHN lighting over here in this section. since we're over here, I did want to point out that Revenge of the Mummy attraction is currently only a 35-minute wait today. Like, that is not too shabby for Revenge of the Mummy. They're not utilizing the outdoor queue at all today. Like, literally, you could just get right in the building for Revenge of the Mummy. Okay, so we are currently right outside of the old tribute store where they would do the holiday tribute store, Halloween Horror Nights, Mardi Gras, and so on. But right out front here, they have some huge lighting rigs for HHN 32. Check these out. Like, they're gonna project right behind us. And then over here, I'm almost certain a scare actor is gonna be on top of this area. And then right on the other side, there's also even more of those lighting fixtures over here pointing at this incredible stage. I am so beyond excited for this. It says Music Fest 69. Look at all of the artwork here, like the eye right there, the skull. This is seriously something else. I love this. It says Cat and the Gemstones Pacific Sandals Flaming Carrots. Right underneath, the Henderson Experience Groovy Kitties. They have Hazy Diamond Trio. This stage is really, really awesome. It's really cool to see Transformers in the backdrop. Okay, so this is basically like a two-tiered stage. You have your main stage area right over here, lots of sound riggings and things going on even on the back ends. And if you do notice, there's like a little lip here on the back end. I would definitely expect some scare actors to be over there. This is a really, really nice addition. Again, I get so excited to see like the temporary stages and different things coming for HHN. This is a really, really awesome thing. I love this stage. And definitely a little bit of a rumor, I do want to point out that the Halloween Horror Night 32 tribute store might be coming back here to its old location with the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary tribute store over at the other location on Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah, this is really awesome. I'm definitely much more of a fan of the tribute store being over here. Like, I like how you walk through and then it took you to the back end of the tribute store versus the other one. They did a great job with Jurassic Park, but I love this location for the tribute store. And check this out, right outside of Revenge of the Mummy, one of the best photo ops here at Universal. I love when they actually take your phone and then your picture. This is such a cool opportunity. If they're out here, you definitely want to get your picture taken. That is so awesome. And outside right of the new Minions popcorn stand, I do want to point out the really awesome picnic tables that they've recently added to this entire area. I actually really hope that these stay for Halloween Horror Nights because it definitely adds a lot of extra seating. And they do have even more over here. Always great to grab your HHN snack and have some extra seating, so that is really nice. I did also want to cut through the main area here as soon as you do enter the park. In between the two Minions attractions, the brand new Minion Blast and the old Minion attraction. No Halloween Horror Night updates over here just yet in this section, but actually in the front here is where the Pumpkin Lord was last year. I'm always excited when they get the huge archway built and all of the set pieces in this section. There's nothing happening just this moment, but definitely very, very soon. I can't wait until they have that archway put up. I feel like we're definitely really missing the old Monsters Cafe in the backdrop here. It really tied in perfectly for Halloween Horror Nights. Now, of course, everything is Minions over here in this section. I do love all of the bright colors. You have the Bank of Evil, some mobile pickups over here. The freeze ray pops are actually really, really delicious. I'm not seeing any Halloween Horror Night lighting or anything going on top of these buildings, but I did want to point out I definitely missed the old Monsters Cafe up there with the rotating snack stand. And that being said, I do want to head over to Finnegan's. It's officially time for our reservation. I'm really excited to eat at Finnegan's. I don't think we've eaten there in quite some time, so let's head on over there and see what's on the menu for today. All right, let's head into Finnegan's Bar and Grill. This is probably my favorite in-park restaurant at Universal property. Let's head on in, check out the menu, and do the full tour. Inside of Finnegan's is definitely a great place to catch a game. They have a couple different TV screens. As soon as you come in, they do have a whole bar area right in the back section. They do also, once in a while, offer live music, which is really, really nice. And definitely take advantage of the air conditioning. I always love the theming inside of Finnegan's as well, like all the old Guinness beer signs that they have. They're really nice mirrors, and they do have a huge dining room in here with lots of different booths. They do have table seating, and it's really cool because you can actually see the chefs preparing the food right over here. And if you guys only had smell-o-vision, it smells so good inside here. Okay, so on each of the tables they do have a QR code for you to scan here at Finnegan's. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up on my phone and we'll check out the menu. So let's check out some of the menu offerings. For starters, they have shamrock meat and cheese board, Finnegan's potato and onion web. That sounds really good. They have Irish loaded chips, Riley's chicken wings, some chicken stingers. They do have many different types of soups and salads, even like split pea and ham soup. That is very, very interesting. Some, let's see here, New York strip steaks, shepherd's pie, country, oh that sounds good, Cork corned beef. They do have some salmon and Guinness beef stew. That sounds really good. Country fare beef stew brimming with beef, carrots, pearl onions, yeah, mashed potatoes with Guinness gravy. I think that's what we're getting today. And check this out, they just brought us out some Irish soda bread, and they give you some type of butter sauce here, and then there's some butter, whipped butter. And look at this, it even comes out on a shamrock. Like, how fancy is that? I love this. This is really, really nice. And this is no extra upcharge. This is included with your meal here at Finnegan's. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and try some of this homemade apple butter. Again, this smells so delicious. Put some of this on the old Irish soda bread. Yeah, that looks really, really good. Look at that. All right, let's go ahead and try the Irish soda bread with the apple butter. Again, this is very soft and flaky. The bread is really, really warm. Yeah, this looks really good. That is very, very delicious. I love that. And here it is, the Guinness beef stew. This seriously looks so delicious. Look at the carrots in there. They give you a heaping little helping of mashed potatoes. Yeah, this smells absolutely wonderful. Like, this would be nice for Halloween Horror Nights, like on a cool day. Some beef stew here at Finnegan's. I think we'll go ahead and try the mashed potatoes first, and then the potatoes with the beef stew. The potatoes are really, really creamy. Very, very good. Good potatoes. One potato, two potato. Let's go ahead and try the Guinness beef stew with the mashed potatoes. Again, look how hearty that gravy is. And there is seriously like huge chunks of beef in this stew. That is so tender. Like, that beef is like melt in your mouth tender. The whole potatoes with the beef and the carrots, it works well together. That is such a good meal. I had such a fun time today hanging out here at Universal Studios. Lots of Halloween Horror Night 32 updates all around the park. I'm just excited for HHN. It's always such a fun time of the year. Between Christmas, Mardi Gras, Halloween Horror Nights, there's always something fun going on in or around the park here at Universal Studios. If you'd like to further support the channel, please consider checking out our Patreon page. I'll add a link to that in the description box of this video. But if you like today's video, give it a big thumbs up. And as always, make today awesome.